This is your host, Celso Nolberto, and this is Going After What's Yours, where we give you the principles you need to win in your professional and personal life. On this episode, I'll be speaking on the topic, what it takes. What it takes. You can do what you said and desire to do. You can be the best. You can succeed. You can be number one. But are you willing to do what it takes? Are you willing to put in the time, the effort, the energy needed to reach your goals? Doing what you set out to do will require, number one, sacrifice. Are you willing to give up certain things in order to go to the top? Are you willing to give up certain things to go to the next level? For example, a hot air balloon carries along with it sandbags. And the more sandbags that you release, the higher the air balloon will go. Just like the hot air balloon, we tend to carry with us different weights. The weights of, that could be bad habits, that could be individuals that are toxic in your life, that could be business partners that are no longer carrying their weight of the bargain and are no longer being an asset but liability in your life. What are the weights that are keeping you down, that is not allowing you to go to the next level? The second thing that doing what you set out to do would require is your time. Being an intentional or putting intentional effort into the development of your craft. Being able to take your gifting to the next level. This requires time, it requires energy. And in order for us to get good at what we do, we need to put in the time. It could be hours to build or write a book. Having time to be able to think of what you will put on a podcast episode or starting a project and knowing what will be the steps that the project would require, or taking time to writing the blog or a blog, etc. And number three, it will require faith and belief in yourself. It's being able to believe in the vision when others don't. It's being able to believe what's on the inside of you. Other people are not always going to see the vision, but you need to hold on to the vision until it comes to pass. You need to be able to see it in your mind's eye until that thing becomes a reality. Because of lack of support or lack of others seeing the vision should not keep you or stop you from moving forward. Oftentimes they cannot see the vision because the vision was not given to them. You have been called to be a solution to that problem. But often the opposite is true. When it comes to you seeing what others see, you won't be able to see it because you haven't been called to be a solution to that particular problem. We need to believe even while we work. While we're working and toiling, oftentimes the task could become tedious, monotonous, even mundane. And we struggle to see the purpose and fulfillment in it at the time. But we need to keep on pushing on. We need to keep going. We need to continue putting in the work. And in order for us to do this, we need to believe in ourselves. We need to believe when we don't see the results. Just like a seed that is planted, there's no fruit, there is nothing to show for it. But while it's in the dark, it's being developed. while it's in the dark, is receiving the nutrients, the things that it needs to grow, is receiving the sustenance, is receiving the water that will enable what's inside of it to come forth. And just like that seed, our dream, our vision, our purpose is getting developed in obscurity. We may not always understand why. We may not always understand the timing, but best believe while you are working on your craft, while you are putting in the work, while you continue to believe in yourself in the process, even in obscurity, there's something happening on the inside of you. And sooner or later, the result will show. It's in this process that we need to continue believing. We need to keep going. And we cannot allow anything to stop us. Number 4, the next thing we need is tough skin and mental strength. You can't break when things are tough. You will have ups and downs, but you have to keep going. There's a saying that says, you will know a person's strength in time of adversity. It's in these times where you discover what you're made of. It's in this time where you get to see what's on the inside of you. You can't break, and that's part of having tough skin. There was a pastor friend of mine that told me that in order to do ministry, in order to be in leadership, when we're stepping into something new or new position, we need to have what he called alligator skin. You can shoot an alligator in the back, but because of its tough skin, the bullet will not penetrate and it will do the alligator no harm. In the same way, we need to have alligator skin because we have to understand when you're setting out to do something new, when you're setting out to do the things that you want to do, that you want to accomplish, people are going to criticize, people are going to judge you, people are going to want to persecute you. People may even try to attack you with their words, with their actions. But we need to have alligator skin and not allow anything to get under our skin to affect us. Means to have tough skin. But in the process, it's important that we learn to enjoy the journey. Like I said, there's going to be ups and downs, but there needs to be a knowing deep inside of us that we're going to make it no matter what. That no matter what happens, no matter the obstacle, no matter what comes in front of us, we're going to be more than overcomers. We're going to be conquerors, that we are warriors. There's a saying that says a warrior wins the battle in his mind before he wins it on the field. And that's what it means to have mental strength. Is being able to push forward, is being able to push through, is being able to see an obstacle, but look at the solutions, look at what ways, what strategies we can do to in order to overcome or pass these obstacles. It's having an expectation that you're going to win. It's important when we wake up in the morning to have this knowing that today is going to be a great day, that I'm going to be victorious. It may take a little longer than expected, but I'm going to win. You need to have a winning mentality and attitude, for it's our attitude that determines our altitude. We also need to be able to encourage ourselves along the way. There are moments that will be tough, but you need to be able to encourage yourself. You need to be able to tell yourself, I'm going to make it. You need to be able to tell yourself, it doesn't matter what it looks like, but I know I'm going to win. I'm stronger than this. I can do all things with God's help. That I've been through so much before, but the same way I overcame in the past, I'll overcome again. You need to be able to affirm yourself. You need to be able to speak words of life to your situation, to your circumstance, and understand that whatever you're going through does not define you. You're greater than the situation. You're more than enough, and you have what it takes. When we speak about encouraging ourselves, it's important to note that we also need to take a moment to celebrate our wins. This can look like treating ourselves to a vacation, to a nice treat, going to the spa, or buying something nice for ourselves. With every victory, whether it be small or whether it be big, encouraging ourselves by celebrating our wins helps us to stay motivated, helps us to continue flowing and having passion that we need to accomplish our dreams and goals. And lastly, what will keep us at the top, what will keep us in this place of victory is this one word. And this key is humbleness. Now, I'm not talking about false humility. I'm not talking about saying, you know something, I can't do it. I'm not able. I simply cannot. I'm not talking about putting ourselves down or elevating others at the expense of our self-esteem. That's false humility. What I'm talking about is the knowing that what will keep me at the top is my work ethic. That all that I've done and all that I have, I owe it to God. It's not forgetting where I came from, but allowing it to encourage me, motivate me, understanding that whether I had much or whether I came from low beginnings, what I was able to acquire, what I was able to get, where I am now in life, is simply by the grace of God. What this does in us is create a sense of gratitude. It's the knowing that I would not be here or have what I have if it not have been for the hand of God that was on my life. Gratitude is a universal principle that will take us further than we imagine, that will open doors that are unexpected, that will allow us to get to places we otherwise could not have gotten to because we decided to take a posture of gratitude. It's like a child that receives a gift from his parents and is so grateful that he continues to give thanks continually. What the parent will do is see the gratitude of this child and will be pleased to give the child much more. And in the same way, when we have an attitude of gratitude, we will see how things begin to work in our favor. Now, this concludes this episode. Now, if you have been encouraged by this and you would like to donate to this ministry, to this podcast, feel free to do so by going to my website at www.celsonolberto.com. Once again, that's www.celsonolberto.com. On the website, you'll be able to find a donate button. Anywhere on the website where it says to donate, you can do so. Another way you can support what we're doing is by going to our merch section and check out my clothing line, which is a motivation and faith-based apparel called King Within Apparel. Another way you can support us is by purchasing one of my books on Amazon called Strength to Fight. Simply type in my name, Celso Nolberto, along as as long with the title of the book called Strength to Fight, I also have a 6 month journal slash planner called Think on Paper. Think on Paper. Strategies to getting things done. So you can check out different things on our website, and find different ways to support what we're doing. Now, I want to hear from you. We are finding different ways to add value. We want to be able to add value, whether it be to your business, your ministry, your career, whatever you're doing. Listen, we want to make sure you are successful and have the tools you need to move forward and to go to greater heights. Now, we like to know what's working, what's not working, what do you want to see a bit more of in the upcoming episodes. Let us know. It would be awesome to be able to get some feedback from you guys because we are striving for excellence and the episodes will continue to come. We're going to be doing new things and inviting individuals and different things. But let us know, guys, what you like to see. Once again, we truly appreciate and are grateful. We're thankful for each and every one of you. Thank you guys for checking out the podcast. And until next time, and this has been another episode of Going After What's Yours with your host, Celso Nolberto.